Hello, this is a project that demonstrates HL7 file from one folder to another folder. I just left out with an orchestration part. We'll carry out this later one. So what are the steps that we need to follow is that first of all we need to understand the structure of the message that HL7 provides. See, if this is my message format, what are there are main various entities. See, this one is a company name. We'll be setting after few moments the profile name or company name. Apart from that, it specifies the message type and versioning of it is specified over here. So we'll start with the project, how we'll perform these steps. So first of all, what you need to do is that you need to create three projects, namely first is empty BTA HL7 project, second HL7 and the versioning that you are having. So see, as per I was having 2.3.1, so what I did, I added the project of that. Next you need to add a common HLV2X. So these are the three projects that you need to add, and make sure that you have a sign in key for both the project, this and this. So what you're going to do is, now you are going to add this as a reference. So in a reference section you need to add this two projects. Apart from that, you need to have some XML ADT structure. So to add this, you'll go to right click, add new item, and you'll go for the uh, BTA HL7 schema. Over here you will specify the version. Suppose it was, for me it was 2.3.1, and it was an ADT structure. Apart from that, it was A03. So once you create it, the XML file or the schema will be generated. Now what the next step we can do further is, you can create an orchestration, okay, and you need to create some custom pipeline for send and receive. So what we can do is that we can go to right click, add new item, you can create custom send and receive pipeline. So what you can do, first of all you create a receive pipeline. Okay, in a disassembler stage, what you're going to do is that, okay, let me view the toolbox. In a disassembler stage you can add this HL7 disassembler. By default it won't exist. To make sure that it do comes, what you're going to do, you're going to click right click, and you're going to have a choose items. You select a list of pipelining that you want to show off. Suppose in my scenario I want all these assembler and disassembler, so I right click and set, then click on OK. Once you click on OK, the options will be available to you. Now what you can do is, as we are using XML flat file disassembler, so we are not going to use this XML. Okay, we are going to just drag and drop over here. That's it. Same process for the send pipeline also you can proceed. Okay, so for the send pipeline I'm going to just going to save this. For the send pipeline I'm going to create add new item, send pipeline. Same over here you can have XML assembler. Okay, so you're going to save this. You need to deploy this project. Once you deploy this project, uh, as as you can see in an admin console, it will show you the project. So over here I haven't added any kind of custom pipeline. What I did was, already whatever the pipeline I had, I added to a common artifact. In common artifact I already added a built-in pipelining there. You, if you want, you can have a custom pipeline also. See, I added two XML and XML, but I just needed this one only. This pipeline, which is already default in the installation path. In our case it was in bin folder of HL7, so you can have it this also. Okay, so the further next step you are going to do is that you have to specify the receive and send port. As in my logic I haven't added any kind of orchestration, so I need to specify the send port and receive port. Both have made it of flat file. So what I did, I created two folder, but remember just two things here. You need to specify the BHLA2XL receive pipeline, which was already as shown added in a commodity phase. Second, in a send port I added a send pipeline, which was all same, that resources you added in a commodity phase. So once you start a project, now I'll show you how actually it works. So in ports I have created two instances. This one is my custom message, and this one is of I created, or the sample we have already had from that installation. So what I'll do, as you can see, there is no file in out folder. I'll copy these two messages and paste it over here. I can have a two instance of and I've converted it to an XML file, so you can open with a notepad. As I said, I haven't did any kind of orchestration stuff or mapping in the over here. You can have it. We'll see in the further steps, but the most important and the last step that we need to do before or proceeding this all is you need to go to the bin folder. I'll show you this bin folder of, and you need to have an XML configuration explorer. So once you click it, you will get this. You need to resolve the party. What you can do is that you go in, as I use a tutorial ADTS, so let me close this. Okay, so my value is this ADT system. Then after I have set up batch definition, the most important aspect is that this schema should appear over here. See, this was the schema that I'll be using of. If it isn't there, the messaging won't be supported. So that's it. Further we'll see in a later tutorials. Thank you.